Hi, so far in phase 4, we learned how ML models are deployed, how systems are built, and why models fail in production. In this video, we will answer a very important question. Once a model is deployed, how do we keep it working correctly over time? So let's move on and understand it. In modern machine learning systems, deployment is not the final step, but rather the beginning of continuous process. After a model is deployed, the critical questions become how do we ensure it continues to perform effectively over time? This requires understanding that ML model operate in dynamic environment where data distribution, user behavior and external condition constantly evolve. For instance, an e-commerce recommendation model may perform well initially, but degrade as seasonal trends or customer preferences shift. Without proactive monitoring and maintenance, such degradation can silently harm business outcome. So, machine learning models are not built once and forget systems. They are living systems that must be monitored, evaluated, and retrained. So, by end of this video, you will understand what monitoring means in ML systems, why retraining is required, what the ML lifecycle looks like end to end, how builders think beyond deployment, and why many ML systems silently degrade. So let's understand the key components of ML lifecycle. So ML lifecycle encompasses a series of interconnected stages that ensure models remain effective throughout their operational lifespan. It goes from data, train, deploy, monitor, retrain, and deploy again. So this loop never stops in real systems. Now let's understand what is monitoring in ML. So let's understand the types of monitoring. Input data monitoring. So what we need to check is are values changing, are distribution shifting. If input changes, prediction changes. Second is prediction monitoring. So what we need to check here is are output becoming extreme? Are possibilities drifting? The model may still respond but incorrectly. Third one is business outcome monitoring. So we need to check are decisions helping the business? Are KPIs improving? So a technical correct model can still fail business goal. Now monitoring an ML system and why training is necessary. Let's understand it. So retraining is essential because of the environment in which ML models operate is constantly evolving. Factors such as user behavior changes, economic fluctuation, and product updates can render a previously accurate model obsolete. So, the world changes, model don't unless we retrain them. For example, user behavior changes, economic shift, product changes. So the key line is retraining is adoption, not fixing mistakes. So retraining strategy, let's understand it. There are different strategies that can be implemented for retraining. For example, schedule retraining weekly or monthly, event based training, performance based retraining. So there is no single right answer, it depends on the system. So the ML lifecycle mistakes are no monitoring at all, retraining without validation, retraining too often, ignoring business feedback, treating ML like traditional software. So ML system fail quietly if you do not watch them. And production ML is not, about the best model. It is about sustainable, noticeable, and adaptable systems. So the journey of ML model does not end at, deployment. It marks the start of an ongoing cycle of monitoring, retraining, and improvement. Cloud tools automate monitoring and retraining, but tools only work if you understand the life cycle. So the summary is deployment is not end of the ML. Monitoring keeps model honest, retraining keeps models relevant, and lifecycle thinking turns model into real system. With this video, we have completed phase 4, moving from notebooks to real world production system. So see you in next phase. Thank you.